Good morning, taste buds, and welcome to the podcast that had too many martinis last night. I'm Lala.
I didn't have any martinis last night.
Well, half this podcast did then. I'm sorry.
So then
weren't.
divided by 2 is probably the right amount of martinis.
You're correct.
Proper martini count.
There you go.
There you go. I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah, we don't often shoot in the AM.
No, and
our guest brought us drinks.
It's half coffee and half milk tea, and it's fucking delicious.
And a lot of sugar, and it's so good, and it's exactly what I need right now. Guys, gals, everyone,
buds,
while you're watching this, you're probably on your phone anyway. Push the like, the follow, the subscribe button. It matters.
Mm-hmm.
It helps us to know that you want us to do more of these, and it helps with the algorithm. And there's also a review button, so you can just write a few sentences like, it was great. That would be cool. We would really enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
I know we say it at the beginning of every episode, but it must be said because you hear it and then you don't do it. So go do it, please.
And then grab your friend's phone and do it from your friend's phone too.
Yeah, right? It's so easy. It's so quick. It's so simple. Also, we have a Substack, which you can follow for free. And we do have the occasional free post and give our recs for a whole bunch of things. Or you can subscribe for $5 a month, which is probably about the price of this.
Yep.
So, and then you get a whole bunch of cool stuff. Like, it's finally summer here in New York.
Finally. It burst into summer.
It really did.
Now it's like, okay, wait, pump the brakes a little bit.
It happened real quick.
Real fast.
It's summer now. And we did a whole piece about patios and outdoor spaces we were looking forward to, so you can get that. Also, the last one that we wrote as of now was all about how I'm not mad at tacos in New York anymore.
Oh, so we don't have to listen to that coming out of your face anymore?
Nope.
Tacos suck.
Jesus.
Oh my God, the tacos suck. Oh my God, the tacos
Judith,
suck.
It was true.
Okay, fine.
It was actually true.
Okay, but fine.
But now there's a lot of really delicious tacos, and especially in our neighborhood, East Village, Lower East Side. Couldn't be more excited about the taco situation that's happening. So yeah, so we write about fun shit like that. Like Judith is about to get a viral bagel from Uresh today, and she's gonna let you know in the Substack.
Doing it for the
Substack
pod.
If it's worth it.
Yeah,
so
I'll let you know. In the middle of the day, in a hot Saturday, I'm gonna go stand online and pick up my viral bagel. That sounds gross.
Viral bagel. Speaking of summer, I was really annoyed. This happened thrice times in the past 2 days. Okay. I've heard people use the word summering or summered. Like it's just
like
so,
I summered in East Hampton.
I'm going to Montauk to summer. Always summer in and I'm like
a verb,
right? What? Can you imagine if I was like, oh, my whole life I summered in Ocean City, Maryland?
It'd be funny if you did. It'd be ironic.
God, why?
I mean, if you're using it ironically, it's funny. But if you're using it seriously, fuck you.
Why do rich people have to say it like that? Why do they have to be like, I'm summering in the Hamptons? Why can't they just be like, I'm going to the Hamptons for the summer? It's just a different way to say it, and it sounds so much less douchey. No?
I'm thinking.
Speaking of rich people doing douchey things, and experiences only for the rich. Look at that. Noma is coming back, Judith.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
After Renee, only what, 3 months? Less than 3 months after Renee Redzepi said he's stepping down?
Well, they probably
go
made
jerk yourself off a little bit
less money than they thought they were going to make in LA, and now they have to cover their bills.
Right?
I mean, that's me looking at it from capitalism side.
It feels like such a cash grab. And it also feels like you're not stepping away at all. It was just lip service. Like it irritates me.
Is he the artistic director now or something?
He's the creative director.
Sorry, the creative
director. He's the creative director of the 12 micro seasons that Noma will...
Those are called months?
Months, correct. Yes. So... Look, the rich get more seasons than all of us, apparently.
And they get to summer in some of them.
And they get to pay $700 for a dinner that involves bee larvae. I don't know. I don't
either, because I haven't had it.
Let's bring on our guest.
Okay.
We could talk about this forever. He's giggling. All right. Today's guest is proof, Judith.
Proof.
That some of New York City's best food isn't always a tasting menu. Sometimes it's not even an actual restaurant.
Yep.
Or even cooked by a chef that went to culinary school.
Yep.
Sometimes it's hiding in the back of a Bushwick dive bar. He has built a reputation on serious food without taking it too seriously. He's a former punk musician turned chef. His food has gone viral, particularly his steak frites. And his obsession with excellence is very fire sign Sagittarius. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the pod, Sam Braverman of Lori Jayne.
Hi, Sam.
Sam, what is up? Good morning. Thank you so much for this.
So good.
It hits.
This will fix me.
When you guys
I mentioned to a friend of mine that you were coming on the pod, and he was like, "Oh, the guy with the steak frites videos."
Yeah, how does it feel to be the steak frites guy?
It's life, baby. It's what we've been doing for a couple of years now. People yelling at me and stuff, and I don't know. I'm
like
sure
on the streets.
Yeah,
Steak
on the streets.
Guy.
I took a very, very brief vacation to Miami about a year ago. I was sitting on the beach reading a book, and some guy messaged me. He said, "Hey, I don't want to disturb you, but are you sitting on the beach in Miami right now, Mr. Steak Frites Man?"
Shut up.
Wait, he messaged you. How does this creeper have your phone number? What's going on?
Because I run the LJ Instagram, so he just went
Oh,
straight
he messaged you on. Okay,
and
that is
he
so
was
funny.
like, "I don't want to come up to like a random stranger and like yell at him." I was like, "No, that is that."
Did you then look around nervously?
Yeah, they creeped out like, "You're behind me right now."
The phone call is coming from inside the house.
Inside
Yeah.
the house.
No, people just yell that shit at me. Yeah, that's life.
What's your favorite band?
I don't know. I've been listening to a lot of Prefab Sprout and Style Council over the last year or two.
Damn. Don't even look.
Nope.
I feel like I have no
Yep.
cred when
I
I'm
can't
like,
even
I don't
be like,
even
"Oh
know.
yeah, I think I heard of them."
Don't
or,
even
"Oh,
know who that is."
Nope.
I don't know, man. I like a lot of shit. Like fucking Led Zeppelin's cool, you know.
Oh, Led Zeppelin's
Okay,
cool.
I've heard of them.
The
I sang in a
Cure.
Led Zeppelin cover band for a few years.
Yeah, she
Were you in
actually
Led Zeppelin?
slayed.
I was not in Led Zeppelin. I wish I was in Led Zeppelin. No, we were called Headley Grange.
That's good.
Out of LA. Yeah. It was cool.
Okay.
We played at the House of Blues when that still existed and had a residency there. It was a fun time.
Cool, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I'm not as punk as you are, but I tried.
I'm not punk. I just,
Play one on YouTube.
I grew up at playing DIY shows and shit, and met my partner in that whole thing, and she's way cooler than me, and is why I talk about bands that people are like, "What is that?" I'm like, "I didn't even know about it. She just told me about it," you know?
That's
So,
how it should be. Your partner should be cooler than you.
yeah.
It should inform you of
Yeah.
things.
Incontrovertibly.
What?
Incontrovertibly, she's
Yeah.
cooler than me.
Controvertibly. Okay, so you were a musician. You were playing in bands. You were not trained in culinary school or any of that shit. How did that shift happen? How did you end up in a kitchen? How did the shift to self-taught cooking happen?
Yeah. Well, so like life is long. So I'm 33 now. And when I was like 17, I got my first real job in a kitchen. I was working for Eddie Wong at the first
Bauhaus.
Yeah, the first location of Bauhaus. Spent a lot of time there. We worked to open the second location. I was like, "Oh, cooking in restaurants is fun. Let's do this." It was a very unique experience.
So the kitchen and the punk rock bands were happening simultaneously.
Yeah. Like around that time, I was a part of a music program, cult, whole thing. That's a whole other episode. But we would go on tour and shit, and in between, I would come back home and cook, and they existed side by side for a period.
Wait, I read online, tell me if this is true, because you never know with the online stuff, that you used to sell your own food at your gigs.
Yeah. So that's more like
How entrepreneurial of you.
dude, we needed somewhere, you know. It's
Yeah.
the rent was free. I was already there.
Right.
That's so smart.
It
Yeah.
was literally like so right before the pandemic, there had been this venue in Bushwick called what was it called? Sunnyvale, like Trailer Park Boys.
Okay.
And like 3 days before the world shut down, we played a show there where I was playing in two bands, and in between the two sets I was playing, I was in the back selling I think it was birria tacos that night.
Nice.
Amazing.
And then 3 days later the world shut down. And kind of like
Well, it sounded like you needed a little rest after that. That's a lot of
yeah,
work.
no. I called them up. I was like, "Guys, we need a little while to chill out." That took a lot out of me. So
So let's shut the entire world down.
let's hang out inside for
Yeah,
an
for
indeterminate amount of time.
For at least 11 months. Okay, so you did end up taking over some kitchens. And here's another story that you took over a kitchen and the owner said to you, I have one demand, and that demand is you cannot take the chicken nuggets off the menu because the chicken nuggets are the biggest seller. So instead of keeping his, I assume, bagged frozen chicken nuggets, what did you do?
Yeah, so it was kind of like that. You know, where our first location was, it was a DIY rock venue that I used to play a lot of shows at. Then after the pandemic was winding down, they opened up again. And the ownership of the bar, they had operated the kitchen themselves in the past. And to be clear, they had good chicken nuggets.
Okay.
They were real. They didn't come from a bag. They cut them. They made them in-house.
Oh.
They were solid.
Nice.
I would get like 3 orders when I was drunk at the end of a show, take them home, eat them the next morning like you were eating my chicken nuggets
Oh my
This
God.
morning.
And still, they were
You know.
some of the best chicken nuggets I've ever had in my
Yeah,
whole life.
your chicken
Fuck
nuggets
yeah.
are the best.
They were so good.
Yeah, we-
Continue your story.
Yeah, sorry.
no. I'm happy to talk about it. The chicken's good. But as you're saying, yeah, the folks that owned the bar, they said, you know, you can have the kitchen. That's how we made Lori Jayne. It was like, we're going to put a separate business.
Which is named
inside.
after your mother.
Yes, that is my mom's familial name. Her full name is Lori Jayne Braverman. Sometimes people on the internet get mad. They're like, why are you calling your mom by her first name? I'm not. That's what we lovingly call her in my family. It's what, you know, my grandfather would call her and stuff. It's what my dad calls her. It's like, hey, Lori Jayne, get over here.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
sure. I call my mom by her first name sometimes. It's fine.
The first middle. It's a thing unto
cute.
itself.
It's loving. It's Russian,
Yeah. Well, so
right?
we can go down that path too. But yeah, anyway,
So
point
keep
is
the chicken nuggets. And you were like, okay.
keep the chicken nuggets, add on tenders, add on fried mushrooms, add on fries, house-made sauces. Lori Jayne is born. Nobody comes to buy food for the first like year.
But you did kind of make your own chicken fried nugget. Like you started frying them in beef tallow or something.
Beef tallow is a more recent change, but we did
Okay,
from day
sounds-
one.
Okay.
From day one.
You
we
chefed them
were-
up though.
Yes, we were cutting them in-house. We were doing our own custom marinade, grinding a spice blend with 14 different spices that we would blend in-house. You know, we have a frickin' dredge that has 4 different kinds of starches that are informed by different places.
This is
I've cooked.
serious shit.
Serious nugs.
This is serious nugs.
Yeah,
Not
and you
fucking
can
around.
taste how special they are.
Oh yeah.
we hope so.
Yeah.
There's stuff I've learned from folks who have been on your pod and stuff. Like when we first started, I got from Eric to use the fucking chemical, the extra crisp, the Evercrisp.
Are we talking about Eric Wong or Eric C?
Eric Wong.
Okay.
Yeah. So like
Oh,
when-
Pecking. Shout out Pecking House.
the firest fire chicken there is.
Yeah.
When he was doing his delivery bit, he was talking about how he was using this, you know, food additive, research chemical, whatever you want to call it, called Evercrisp. It's a modified food starch. And so we started blending that in as well with the idea of like, hey, this is going to keep your chicken crispy for years.
And I will say, so okay, we had the pleasure of
Yes.
coming into Lori Jayne 2 days ago. Yo, your food.
The leftovers?
Yeah, you sent out everything,
Yes.
which God
Everything was-
bless
we
you.
We tried a little bit of everything,
Oh.
and then we were full, and then we got to take it home. And I had it for a midnight snack that night, and then I had it for breakfast the next day, and then I had it for breakfast today.
Yeah, I had some chicken nuggets this morning for
I
breakfast.
haven't finished my chicken nuggets yet. I'm really excited.
They were still so crispy.
really.
Oh my God, they were still crispy. It's crazy.
I
Yeah.
also had one of my chicken nuggets before I came here. I'm not,
I
I'm
love
not
it.
gonna front.
So
I
wait,
did.
okay. So how have you become like the elevated bar food guy, or just like taking all this bar food and just making it all from scratch? You presented us with how many sauces that are made in house?
8, 9, something like that.
And they were all special
Your
and
sauces
delicious.
are insane.
Thank
You're
you.
going to bottle them. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I will
Yes.
buy those bottles. So
You will.
get on it.
Yeah.
Many.
So like how did it start that you were like, okay, bar food it is, but I'm going to do it in the best way possible?
Well, so it's like I showed you guys at the restaurant, like my back is partially made of metal. Like around the time I started working in restaurants, I had a bunch of medical issues there. I had to have spinal surgeries. I had to learn how to walk again and stuff. And it was kind of like, hey, you just shouldn't be in food. That's like the last thing you
Yeah.
should do is
Yeah.
stand on your feet. But fast forward 10 something years, when this opportunity came along, it was like, hey, I've always wanted to have a restaurant. This isn't conventional, but this is how I can have a restaurant.
Mhm.
So You know, the idea was to go in, not start with a million things, do 4 things, fucking nail them, you know, sauces as well.
I think that's so important.
Yeah, like we had to crawl before we run. And, you know, now, like when you guys came by the other night, like, I don't know, there's like 14 different things on your table and stuff. You
Oh
know?
God, it was
And
insane.
everything was delicious.
Everything was like, you're giving us bar food, but I truly believe that you are the type of chef that could succeed and make anything.
Thank
Because
you.
the technique in your food is, it's obvious. It's stunning. You're taking a chicken nugget and making it the best chicken nugget you've ever had. You're taking a burger. You were talking about the salt crust that you do on it and how you rest it like it's a steak. And we were also talking about how we ate it the next day and the bun
And the
still wasn't
bun
soggy.
wasn't soggy.
Because it was
Mine
rested, so the
blown.
blood didn't flow out, and you got the juice, and we used
I
the
mean,
70-30.
You make it sound so easy, but nobody does it.
It's so true. And so let's talk about what you have actually gone viral for, which were the steak frites.
Yes.
So you have steak frites with this drinkable au poivre sauce, which you said was in its 14th version, and you had never made it before. And a friend was like, hey, can you make this? And you just whipped it up.
Yeah, so we're now on version 11.5.
11.5.
We did 0.5 the night you guys came in because we tried out a new peppercorn blend. So that's why I'm calling it just 0.5. We didn't change anything else, just the
Okay.
peppercorns. Thank you for the peppercorns, Millie. They were cool. If you want to send more, we'll use them regularly.
Dope. Shout out
Right.
to Millie the Peppercorn Company.
Oh, and 50 Hertz. If you need Sichuan peppercorns, they got the best ones. Yeah, that's my man.
He's turning
Awesome.
it into an ad.
Yeah,
Sponsor
do it.
us. 50
Listen, somebody is going to give me money after this thing. It's going to be one of you guys. I don't know. We're going to get there. But
and we'll take 10%.
Yeah.
I need shoes for my
50.
baby. Yeah. Finder's fee, shoes for the baby. That's what's happening.
Yep. Baby needs a new pair of shoes.
But steak. So yeah, what happened was a buddy of mine, he shot me a text one night and he was like, hey, I would like to shoot a video with you.
And this is Rob Martinez.
Yeah.
He has quite the following.
Yes. Very
Like,
significant.
How many?
I don't know, a couple million people and
Yeah,
such.
like he's got a. I'm gonna
Who is he?
go ahead, keep talking.
Rob Martinez. He's one of the few food influencers who actually tells the stories
Oh,
of people.
yeah,
Okay.
he's not. I hesitate. He's not an influencer.
Yeah.
He is a journalist, storyteller. Like he's
Okay.
a
Yeah.
beautiful account to follow. So
Rob's a filmmaker, a
Martinez.
journalist, a storyteller, a writer, all
he has
of these things.
416,000 followers.
And like what I've learned spending more time on social media, it's not just that number, it's like the actual, engagement, the
Right.
organic engagement, etc. So for instance, in our case, he texted me, he was like, I think steak au poivre is about to be big. Will you make me one tomorrow and I'll shoot it? And I was like, totally, yeah, I can do that. No idea how to
Then
do
he
that.
Googled how to make up one.
Yeah.
No French training. I was like, I got the general idea in my head. Now
That's how the best things are done. man.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
we're here. you know?
Yeah.
So
Now we're here, and you went viral, and he must be some sort of psychic because
Yeah.
steak frites.
Or did he make it happen because he made you make it and then it was so good?
Well, steak frites are everywhere right now.
Yeah.
We just happen to be a really good one that I'm proud of. We
Yeah.
did not invent anything. Anytime somebody tries to own,
Well, not invent
the
it, but sort
thing.
of like
But I feel like now every bar,
made it a thing.
a lot of bars are doing. I mean, Eater even had a whole
Oh, they did. Where
had
to
a
get the best,
whole article that
what
said
bars to get
the best steak frites in New York are not in a restaurant; they're at a bar, and you were top of list.
that's why that article exists.
Yeah, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Congrats. So you are serving your steak frites in like a little paper. You get it at like a ballpark. Those paper
Yeah.
boats.
Yep.
You take your steak frites, and I said this to you 2 days ago. If you took that plate of steak frites, you're also hand cutting your own fries.
Hand cut the fries, hand cut the steaks.
I mean, but if you took that dish,
Put
took
it on a plate.
Yes, took it out of that paper dish,
Put
put
some
it on a
watercress.
white plate. Sure, Judith's favorite thing, watercress.
No sad green.
That
No sad
would be a $55 plate of steak frites. Easily, maybe
Yeah.
more. Like, I mean, what does Balthazar charge? And you're
48.
charging $27 for it?
$27 for USDA prime beef, fries done in beef tallow, sauce with a fuck ton of cognac, and
Everything was
cream.
perfect.
Oh my God.
And a
it was
steal.
it-
$27.
Yeah, I'm saying change the plating and you could easily charge double. It's crazy what you're doing. And that fact that you can go into a divey bar and get food of that caliber for that price in this economy.
In this economy?
Yeah,
is
nesta economia.
outrageous. It's outrageous. Anyway, that took a lot out of me.
No,
The sugar's hitting.
Telling me we do it every fucking day, man.
so good.
All right, so let's talk about this because I'm curious. You made a shift and you opened Lori Jayne in the timeout market. It was newly opened, right?
In Dumbo?
No, there was one in Manhattan.
Oh.
Union Square?
Believe it or not, it's still there.
Really?
Okay, so how did you decide, okay, I'm going to go a little corporate with this? Were you thinking about like just stability and what made you, but plot twist, you bailed after 2 months. So tell us the whole story of this.
I'm going to take off my glasses. guys.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So, all right. Sorry, as you already heard, I'm have a hard time not being long-winded, but I'm gonna try to make this as concise as possible. So we were at our first location for about 2.5 years. After the steak went, very viral and whatnot, it reached a certain point where between the limitations physically of the space, as well as, different views and the ownership and management of the space we were in, combined with like my views, it was like, hey, feels like we've reached the end of the road here. We should start looking towards something else.
Sure.
So we left there in August of, how does time work? 2025.
Okay.
After being there for about 2.5 years or so. In the month or two before that, Time Out had approached us saying, hey, we're putting in this new food hall in Union Square. We think it's going to be a big hit. We're bringing on all these other really fun people. We'd love for you to be one of our anchors, one of our marquee people to really make this place work. And their specific pitch for us was to sell the burger, which you guys enjoyed so much and which I'm incredibly proud of.
It is one of the best burgers in the city. It needs to be known.
Yeah.
I mean, or maybe not because...
No, it should. I make way more money on that than the steak. Like, please.
Really?
Can we stop?
And it was also very reasonably priced. What was it, $12? $13?
11.
12 with cheese, 11 without. What? Can we please, we'll talk about steak now, but can we talk less about steak writ large in the Lori Jayne discourse? And can we get some burger and nug talk going? Can we drive the margins up?
Yes.
Not you guys. I mean, just like in the world.
Yes, but it needs to be a part of the best burgers in New York conversation. Anyway.
There we go.
Continue.
Anyway, so yeah, they made a very compelling pitch. They were like, hey, here's all this data and, all this money you're going to make. And it wasn't just like projections. It was like, we've done this at 15 other markets around the world. These are the numbers. And so we were like, fuck it, let's go. Let's give it a shot. I grew up in the city. The idea of having a location in my restaurant in the city, really cool, like the curry ketchup we serve on our menu. We only serve it because I used to go to Palm Frites on right off of St. Mark's growing up and eat the curry ketchup there. It felt like this nice kind of full circle, like, hey, let's do this. And also at the time, my partner was 7 months pregnant and I was...
You needed to make some money.
Yeah, we needed to make some changes. We needed to take some big swings and go on a global stage. Cut to getting in there. Nothing was right.
Oh no!
not a
And
single.
what do you mean
thing
by that?
was
What
right.
was not right?
From
Besides the vibes.
The vibes were non-existent to awful. There was like merchandise for the Lion King and stuff. It was on our serving trays. There was a partnership with Disney or something. It was so confusing. Anyway, the whole space was not built out properly. In a restaurant kitchen, you want a drain in the floor so you can clean, so you can be like, I'm gonna spray this down. I'm not gonna walk in shit every day. They didn't put drains in any of the stalls. The thing called an ANSEL system. That's a fire suppression system. Those are those little metal lines that you see going over stoves and things like that in restaurants. Those are all supposed to be on independent circuits so that if there's a fire in your booth, you push the button or it gets activated, chemical spray, it's a gross mess, you clean it up, but nobody dies. Here, they put those all on one circuit. So there was one day where somebody accidentally pushed into the button to activate it, which didn't have the legally mandated safety cover on
Shut
it.
the front
And in
door.
doing so, triggered the ANSEL systems for
What?
Every booth.
Every booth.
Wait,
Oh.
but they've done this in all these places.
I know,
all
they're
around
so
the world.
experienced, right?
Oh
They're-
my
They're
God.
pros. You're not pros.
Okay, so how-
Moly.
So how quickly into this whole timeout market debacle were you like, we're done, we're out?
Before it even started, we were all incredibly trepidatious. Me, my team, the other vendors coming in. And I got to be really clear about one thing, though. Like, I haven't talked about this and whatnot up till now because there are several vendors who we went in with who are exceptionally talented chefs and kind people. And I do genuinely want nothing but success for them. The actions of timeout and stuff don't reflect on them. Support Fornino Pizza. Michael Ayub is a great man. He helped us in so many ways. Support Kamrai Thai.
Yes, I went to the press day for the market because of Kamrai Thai.
Chef
Shout out
Oak,
Chef Oak. He's amazing.
amazing. As well as
And June.
the Unapologetic Food Group, Chintan, Ronnie, that whole team.
Yes.
You know, part of why we did it was like, hey man, we can cook alongside the most important Indian restaurant group in America. I can have a stall next to Kwame Amauchi. Like, I can do these things and put our brand on that level. But just every day during like the build out or whatever, it was just like, wait, this isn't right. This isn't right. Like, we're supposed to have KDSs, kitchen display systems, like little screens, like you see at Taco Bell and shit, to be like, boop, 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 there's your order. Couldn't get that working. The POS they installed, designed for retail, not designed for culinary. Zero wiggle room there. They didn't install our hood properly, so they had
This
to.
is so
Yeah, so
bring that
timeout
up. We haven't
market
even
is
opened
just
yet.
a big mess.
We haven't even opened yet.
So after 2 months, you're like, I'm pulling the plug. I'm done.
Yeah.
Was there contractual obligations that you had to get around, or were you able to just be like, we're bouncing, peace?
The one single nice thing I could say about them, and this isn't even nice, it's just what they let us out of the contract with minimal penalties. But I mean, at that point, it was like, you guys have neglected every responsibility of yours and whatnot. Like,
And that was the only thing they had to do, provide you with the infrastructure,
Right.
period.
it was,
That's it.
it was supposed to be a place to cook. There was no walk-ins. There was no storage.
What?
They were supposed to be doing programs where they partnered with like the NYU community so they could use their dining
I
points.
mean, this was they had one job.
It was a layup.
All right. So bye-bye timeout market. You move on.
Yes.
You find a spot at Danger, which is where you are currently located.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was partly necessitated by the timeout thing because we didn't have space there to prep and store food. So I had a buddy who had been running the kitchen at Danger. Danger was 2 blocks from our initial location. He wanted to get out of the game. And I said, I'll buy the kitchen off of you. So during our last month at timeout, we were essentially using this second location as a commissary while also being open for dinner. So there was like a month where we had 2 restaurants.
Okay.
And that was terrible. Don't
Not for you.
recommend that.
So
Yeah.
do you want to have your own spot, or is it pretty comfortable just being in someone else's space because they don't do food and that works for you?
Both.
Both.
It's great to have the arrangement that we have where we get to partner, our partner at Danger, this man, Ian, he's got a lot of various experience in different parts of hospitality and whatnot. Like, it's really nice to have kind of a symbiotic relationship between their bar, our restaurant, coming together to make one thing. But 1,000%, there will be a day where Lori Jayne will exist as its own entity, free of any other partnership or things like that. And that's going to be a different concept. That's not just going to be the food that we've been serving to so far. That's going to be more the food that you're saying like, oh, I imagine you could cook XYZ. Like, we will finally give you some freaking Basque food. We will give you food with the Taiwanese and Chinatown influence. Like,
I believe you can do anything,
Yeah.
Sam. Truly. And I mean, where does that all come from? You were saying that your mom, a lot of this comes from your mother, right?
Yeah.
We were talking crabs the other day. Yeah. Because I was like, Judith and I, Maryland girls. And you
Yeah.
said what? Your mom used to do what?
So like big formative food thing growing up was, we would come down Chinatown all the time. And specifically in the months that end in R, which was always the rule of thumb here, was that the blue crabs would be good in the months that end in R. So we would go down here literally 2 blocks over from the studio, find the best price for half a dozen or a dozen crabs. Then we go uptown. She would roast them off with some ground pork with some, hoisin sauce and oyster sauce, which you know,
Damn,
flashback.
Lori Jane.
It's 1997. We're Jews on the Upper West Side. This is very exotic,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But that was just kind of eating in my house. Like, you know,
That's so cool.
she took chances and introduced us to a lot of stuff. We were fortunate enough to get to travel and eat at different places. I was an incredibly picky eater when I was younger, so I didn't actually eat a ton of the stuff, but I was like, well, that's cool, you know?
But then
I don't want it.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
something shifted though, or it definitely formed something in your brain.
Yeah. Now I'll like try anything, but I am still an incredibly picky eater. I'm like a borderline carnivore. Yeah, there's definitely stuff to work on there. But
Well, you are making chicken nuggets and
Yeah.
French fries and cheeseburgers, which I don't hate, but I also don't doubt that you could make blue crab with hoisin sauce. And
there was
but maybe you don't want to eat it.
oh no, I do love that stuff
Okay.
now, and that stuff I love then and now, to be clear. But like, you know, I have and will cook veg things and stuff. Like a little while back, I did a consulting gig. Some folks wanted to open a wine bar up in Harlem, like a French wine bar, and they were Alsatian specifically, and their thing they needed, they were like, we need half the menu to be vegan. And I was like,
Like, I don't know if I'm the right guy for you.
like, okay. And we did it. You know, I presented them with a whole menu, which ended up being about 70% vegan. And both from their estimation and mine, the vegan courses were better than the meat ones. The meat ones were just like,
See, check you out.
like, you know, pincho mourinho wasn't anything like crazy or whatever, but like we got creative for the veg. Like there's a funny thing that happened at one of the tastings that me and my partner joke about all the time, where I wanted to present them a really concise carrot dish. Carrots were in season. We had rainbow carrots, and it needed to be vegan, and it needed to be like big and satisfying and potentially Instagrammable, you know? So the idea was the dish was going to just be carrots, and it was going to be like rainbow carrots that were gently poached in a carrot broth and then roasted with like a carrot, thyme, hot honey. Then on the bottom of the plate, I blended purple carrots with some cashew cream to make like this nice unctuous kind of cashew cream carrot dipper. Garnished it with
Yum.
some like blistered peppers and thyme that were shredded up. Just
Sounds
so
delicious. I'm
Yeah.
in. I'll order the carrots.
I love
But
carrot.
when we sat down for the tasting, the owner's wife, who was the one that requested the dish, she ate it and she was like, "It's great, but it's just carrots." and-
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we just like looked at her. I was like,
That's
Yeah.
usually what a veggie side dish is.
"You're getting it. You're getting
Yeah,
the whole thing,
yeah.
man.
Okay.
It is
You're
carrots."
picking up what I'm putting
Man,
down.
it's funny when people ask for something and then they get confused by what they asked
Yeah.
for. I love that part of consulting.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what you wanted.
Right.
Congrats.
Did I misunderstand?
So is there a timeline for you having this additional version of Lori Jane? What are you thinking?
I mean, I've been looking at spaces for 3 years. I don't think that Baby Jane, as it'll be called, is
Oh,
going to
cute.
be.
Oh man, that is real cute.
Yeah. So, you know, first one was for my mom, the second one's for my kid. So, I don't think that will exist until we have everything really line up, until we have the right space, the right backing. You know, with Lori Jane, I started that restaurant with $10,000 I had saved up, you know, doing 18 different odd jobs and stuff. We've never taken on venture debt, any of these crazy things that so many people who open and run restaurants do now. You know, you're going to Oresh after this, like, you know.
Oh God. Talk about millions of dollars just for a build out. I mean, God.
It's just, you know, we could have 8 other episodes about how just like there are certain things I can or can't do as a restaurateur that so many other people in the city with that backing can just be like, oh yeah, let's open 6 places this week. You
Yeah.
know, like
It's kind of nuts.
With the proper fire suppression system.
yeah. But anyway, there will be a Baby Jane within the next few years. But before that, we got to get this book out. We got to get some sauces and some bottles, and give me a TV show.
But also there is
Damn.
an actual Baby Jane at home. That,
Yes, there is
that
your daughter.
also is taking some of your
I have a
attention.
7-month-old. Like,
Yeah.
what am I doing here right now? You know, she's at home just being like,
Being cute.
Oh my
right?
god, it's
No,
I
seriously.
showed you guys.
We're
It's-
gonna put it on the
Yeah,
internet. How cute.
she needs an agent, people. She's
Yes.
adorable.
She should make some money for you.
Big
Yeah.
cartoon
Yeah.
character eyes.
Yeah. Anime
Anyway.
eyes, like
Yeah.
boom.
a drawing of a baby.
Yeah.
I did really like this quote that I read from you that said, you said the bigger thing that I like about what we do is it democratizes a food that's usually out of reach. And I think you were referring to the steak frites, right?
Yeah.
And I think it is really amazing that, you know, you will eventually have a place that goes a little further. But right now you are doing this bar food, but you're doing it so beautifully and so well and priced so well that, like you said, perhaps somebody wouldn't be able to order that in a restaurant, but you can go to this bar and do that. And I think that's beautiful. You also said that you think people just deserve intentionally done, well-cooked food.
Yeah.
So thanks.
Food is a human right.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that,
hopefully.
that ethos, you know?
Yeah, no,
Not a lot of
thanks.
chefs operate like that. So
It's
thank
it's
you.
like a thank you. No, thanks for being down with it. It's like a really weird time, you know. Like I was listening to you guys talk with Eric the other day, and like I think it's amazing that he's able to pull a 15% profit margin.
Eric
out of-
Z.
Yeah, out of a restaurant, you know, like the kind he operates. Full transparency, like, you know, we don't operate at a loss, but like I don't really make money here, and that's been part of what I guess you call a 10-year plan, where like we're in year 4 right now, you know. Now we're doing this podcast. You guys know what we do. I always use the royal we. You're aware of the food. People are aware of the food. People have watched us cook steak 55 million times on the internet.
55 million views. And that's no exaggeration. That's
Yes.
insane.
I did cursory math the other day. There's probably more I'm not looking at. But just the point being, like, this restaurant hasn't been designed to print money. It's been designed to, you know, get us into the world and show that we have something to offer. You know, whether that's food, insight into the industry, like, you know, getting sauces to the people, etc. Like,
So the next step is make that money.
Yeah.
you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, the fucking whoever is going to pay me to do an ad, that's going to make the money that allows
And
us to
those
keep
sauces in bottles, I think.
the
Yeah.
sauces and
Oh, I
bottles.
think you're
What do I know? But I just want to.
We-
I don't
make
have
them
much
so I
money,
can
but
buy
I'll
them.
invest in your sauce company.
I know, and
Here's $5.
we got to do all that
We
stuff
just
so I
got
can.
it from the internet.
Yeah.
What's it called?
The Substack.
That one.
I'll reinvest it.
I need to keep the food accessible, and to do that, we need to diversify the income streams. There's no such thing as selling out. Former punk, selling out is over. We need to make money somewhere. We're figuring it out.
But I
Wow,
love
you heard
that
it
you're
here.
yeah, and that you're not compromising. You're saying the food will still remain accessible, and I think
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
100%.
Let's touch on this because your food has gone so viral. I mean, you just shouted out that 55 million view number, which is insane. And we sort of had this conversation when we were there the other day and talking about the great Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
What do you think he would think about all this? Because that's kind of where our conversation went the other day, and I thought it was a really interesting topic.
I think I'd prefer if we all stopped caring what he'd think about this, like as a society. To be really clear, love Anthony Bourdain. You know, think he's
Because
was.
people still hold him as like the pinnacle, right?
Yeah, but I really wish we wouldn't do that. And frankly, I don't think he'd be down with this like martyrization, lionization of this guy. You know, so much of what he did was to share the stories and voices of people that you wouldn't be exposed to, you know, go to like Tehran and show what life is actually like there. Go to, you know, Baku, where like my partner's family was like chased out of during a pogrom, and show like what the actual living conditions are there. Go to Singapore and break down like the caste system where everybody has like a fucking servant or whatever. Like, you know, that was the more important work and stuff.
Right.
Not
It's food and what the food is showing you and teaching you.
And
Yeah.
people, yeah.
the people that aren't
Yeah.
him. He was a conduit for
Yeah.
it, and an amazing one. But like, also, he died, and you know, one of my biggest goals in life, probably the biggest one, is to not die.
That's a good goal.
Good goal.
You know?
We love it.
What I forget, and what was a friend reminded me the other day, is that he's not known for cooking. He's not, right? We call
Not
chef-
really anymore.
I mean, and what he did after he stopped cooking is what's important and what we remember.
Yeah. And that's not to, not appreciate, like, he ran the kitchen at Le Halles for years. Like, he worked as a chef.
And without that knowledge, he couldn't have introduced us to all of these other things.
Right. He wouldn't have been who he was.
But that was like
that
the
knowledge.
base of his knowledge. It wasn't the
It
whole of his
legitimized him.
knowledge. Yeah.
It made it so that you, me, anybody would listen to him and be like, hey, I respect this guy's perspective. He's not just like some jackass with a camera, which is what everybody is now.
Yeah.
It's just come with me to try the new, like, no, we don't enough, like.
Well, yeah, because his first few books were about life in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That bad boy punk rock chef image.
Yeah. And it's really time to be done with that. And I say that as somebody who, like, pretty much lived that for the last, for the better part of the last 3 years, and found myself in a really dark place. And, like, that's why I'm saying to you guys, not jokingly, like, it's my job now to live and, like, continue the restaurant, continue the work that I've poured so much time into, exist for my daughter and my family and, like, all this stuff. Like, there's no glory in being like, man, I worked 94 hours this week. I had 6 handles of whiskey and I've done 20 lines of blow in the last 10 minutes. Like, we don't need to do that.
And my boss was shitty to me and I was shitty to the people under me.
Yeah.
Nobody's happy.
I'm going to perpetuate
Nobody's
the cycle.
sleeping. Everyone's sick.
Yeah.
Like, I am.
And this is the only way to do it. This is the only way to be a great chef or to work in a great kitchen, for it to be fucking miserable.
Right.
The biggest privilege I have in having a restaurant and having a kitchen and whatnot is, like, getting to earn the title of chef for me and my guys every day by, like, actions, by not, repeating these cycles, not
screaming at people, not demeaning people.
I've yelled 6 times in the 4 years we've been open.
You've
I remember
counted.
every single one.
Oh, wow.
And one of them happened this week. I had to deal with some really fucked up shit. But we just need to, like, writ large, like, move past this, like, glorification, and because it trickles down to the people who actually are on the line. Like, it makes me think of a guy who's worked for me who their whole identity is, I'm a line cook in Bushwick, and I'm so fucked up today because I was out last night. I was sleeping with some girl I barely know, and like this, that, the other, and it's just like,
this is how you do it.
Yeah, because this is what I
This is
read in
what it
White
is.
Heat. This is what I read in Medium Raw. They don't even read Medium Raw. They just fucking read Kitchen Confidential and stop. Whatever. Like, it's we just got to get past this, because otherwise you're gonna be sad, you're gonna die, you're gonna be lonely, like, and you're not gonna enjoy what you do. Like, I'm just now starting to enjoy parts of what we've achieved, and, like, we deserve that when you work this hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet the work-life balance part of it, especially having a newborn, is the most insane. I can't imagine. I mean, we touched on that a little bit too the other day. And
yeah, I mean, that's just to briefly flash back. That's part of why I hate timeout so much. They, because of their inadequacies and stuff, I had to be back at work less than 48 hours after my daughter was born.
Whoa.
Like, I had to be on site because their fucking cash register didn't work or some shit. Like, it's been really challenging, but it again, to me, is just kind of this, like, down payment on our future. Like, if I can make you guys and everyone else who comes to the restaurant, like, happy with the food, forge an emotional and via social media, a parasocial connection with us, deepen that through a larger media ecosystem that we're starting now, as well as sauces, things like that. I want our work to be a part of your life in a productive, non-toxic way that will
How
provide
nice of
for
you.
my
Thank you
family.
so much
Yeah,
for
we
that.
really appreciate
We
that.
don't
Thank
need
you.
any more toxicity in
No,
our lives.
I certainly do not.
There's so much crap, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, every damn day.
I really like the idea of hard work being a down payment.
yeah.
This is a down payment on the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I've gotten into watches recently,
Oh.
Watches.
This has been my,
I have a cousin who's into watches, and we have to, like, smuggle them into Europe for him. It's a
Oh,
little
wow.
crazy.
we
Yeah.
got to talk about that after this.
Okay.
That's,
All right. Yeah. I'll put you two in touch.
I want to know about that. But
Uh-huh.
the reason I say it is just like, like a couple months ago, I would have been like, hey, I have $500. Let me go get, like, some Percocets or something. And, like, that was part of the lifestyle. It was just like, hey, that's what we do,
Yeah.
like, that's how we
This
get
is the
food,
identity of punk rock chef.
Yes.
You know,
And now you've
Now you're
now
a
you've-
father.
Yeah.
and now I spend $100 on a watch. You know,
Who is this guy?
it
A
just
happy, healthy guy?
He's
Yeah.
maturing.
he's
Interesting.
He's all grown up.
just trying to feel like, you know, good in your own skin and not make it about like trying to get it from something or somewhere else. Like, you know, we're talking about Bourdain. Like, be your own Bourdain. You know, don't wait for somebody else to tell you like all this cool shit and like this is how you got to live your life. Like, if it's not going well, you should probably make some changes. If it is going well, double down. You know.
And since you've been sober, how's it been going? You happier?
So much better shit has happened. It's,
There you go.
it's this terrible thing.
What an
when-
idea.
Right?
when you make a hard decision and then immediately like people in the universe start sort of like rewarding you and or acknowledging it for it, it's like it's the best and worst thing because you're like, God damn it, it was right. It was the right.
They were
tough
right
call."
the whole time.
Yeah.
I didn't need the Percocet for the dopamine. I just needed a happy life for the
And a
dopamine.
watch.
Yeah,
And a watch. And $100 watch. I mean,
$100
come on,
watch, a
man.
tiny baby, call it a fucking day, you know?
Seriously.
Yeah.
Do you want to play a game?
Always.
Let's play a game. Should we play a game?
Let's-
We're going to play a game of Would You Rather with you. We're just going to throw out some dumb shit, okay?
All right. Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Would you rather fight a horse-sized influencer or fight 20 duckling-sized line cooks?
I told you it was dumb shit.
I'm sorry. Can you say that one more
Yes.
time?
All right. You're going to fight one of these two
Yeah.
things. You're going to fight an influencer the size of a horse or 20 line cooks the size of ducklings.
Line cooks. I could crush the regular size line cook. You make me 20 duck size, it's going to take 5 seconds. Let's go. Next question.
All right. Would you rather only cook with ingredients from CVS or be forced to play in an NSYNC cover band?
NSYNC, they rock.
Hell yeah.
That was the
I was
correct
at the
answer.
garden
That
for the
was a
no
test.
strings attached tour.
Hell yeah.
They came out
Yes,
with
yes.
strings attached, mind you.
We saw them in
DC or
Merriweather Post
Baltimore. Yeah.
Pavilion or something.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay, that was just a test.
Formative
That was-
events.
You
Yeah.
passed.
Okay, good job. Would you rather I'm not saying that one. Would you rather have hot dogs for fingers or forget how to use a knife?
The hot dog fingers. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Would you rather only cook well done steaks or
No,
use
the
really
other one.
nasty
I don't even know what the
Truffle
other one is,
oil.
and it's the other one.
the other one's truffle oil in all your french fries? Sticking with it?
Well done steaks or truffle oil on all fries.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can cover the truffle oil up with sauce. Once it's well done, it's well done.
All right.
Interesting.
All right.
Yeah.
Would you rather lose salt or lose acid?
These are just like mean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Salt, because you can fake acid as salt, but you can't really fake salt as acid.
Okay. Would you rather have Guy Fieri critique your restaurant or your mom?
I mean, my mom wouldn't know how. She's too nice. She wouldn't really have
Oh.
critiques. You know, the most she'll do is she'll be like, the salt crust wasn't really that big on the burger tonight. Was Aiden cooking? I'll be like, no, Aiden wasn't cooking. She's like, I knew it.
Ooh.
But it would be fun if Guy came in. People always say like, oh, do diners, drive-ins, and dives. I'd be
Flavor
like, yeah,
Town.
fuck it. You know,
You are in fact Flavor Town.
That would be a down payment.
I'll put the sunglasses on backwards, like, you know.
Hell
do the
yeah.
whole
Just
thing.
spike your hair up too. You guys will look great next to each other. There you go.
All right. We got one more or two more?
Let's go too.
All
We're
right.
good.
Would you rather go to the cage fight on the White House lawn today or be on our podcast?
I'm here, aren't I?
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
good job.
but-
Good job. Yay, yay. Phew. That one was close. All right. Would you rather be trapped in a walk-in with Emerald Lagasse or Pete Hegseth?
Wait, sorry, that can't be a real question.
It is in fact a real question. We wrote it on the subway this morning.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Emerald. I grew up watching Emerald live like
Bam!
compulsively. You know, bam, kick it up a notch. Like,
Yes.
you know, the way he would like rib people in the front row would be like, oh, don't worry, it's not gonna hurt you. It's just garlic. Like,
It's just
fucking
garlic.
The best.
Emerald warms my heart.
Yeah.
Fuck
And
you,
it's-
Pete Hegseth.
It's so cool. He
I don't
like,
know what that question was, but
It-
we wrote it down.
it's an insane question. It's like,
it was before caffeine. It was
do you
before
want to
you
hang out
gifted
with
us-
like Gandhi or Lucifer? Like, what's
I don't know. Maybe you want to like read Pete Hegseth the riot act.
Yeah.
No,
or
just like knee him in the balls and be like, stay in here, dude.
oh, I locked you in the.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Trap him in the walk-in.
Go
forever.
do the end of the bear. That's
You know what?
now.
He should probably do some time in a restaurant, and then that would teach him something.
Well, that's the thing we were talking about the
Right?
other day. Everybody's got to do it.
Everybody's got to
We
work in a
determined
restaurant.
You can't go to a restaurant unless you've worked in a restaurant.
Yeah.
You have to
Or-
like present your credentials.
Or you cannot be a food influencer. We talked about this with Eric Z. Unless you have worked in a
yeah,
restaurant.
you have
Yes.
to present your papers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then you may influence.
Yeah.
And it's not like a purity test. It's just like,
No.
it's ridiculous when it's like if I was a glass blower and you invited me to your bakery and I was like, well, these cakes aren't that good. It's like, yeah, man, because you do glass. You don't know about cakes. Like,
Speaking of which, those who are watching
Yeah.
may see this array of sponge cakes
One of each.
on the table. Thank you for. Not only did he bring us tea/coffee, but he brought us sponge cakes.
Yeah.
You're a
Future
gentleman
guests,
and a
take
scholar.
note.
I
Thank
meant
you,
to bring you
Sam.
bone marrow butter too, but I left it on the hook end.
We'll come back to Lori Jane to
two.
get that.
Yeah, future guests, take note.
Right? Bring us
Bring
gifts.
bring unto us
Gifts,
food
good.
stuffs.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right. Do you want to bitch? Do you want to announce our next segment?
Yeah, always.
Do you know how to do it?
What is it?
Do you want to give us an air horn?
Oh, yeah, it's like.
Ooh,
There it
that was,
is.
that was good.
That was
I'm
good.
from New York.
Yeah.
That sound announces our next segment. I don't fuck with that.
I don't fuck with that.
What are you not fucking with, Judith?
Okay, I know that the bread conversation is well discussed here, but someone said this to me the other day, and it struck a note. All right, so you're getting bread. Let's leave aside whether it's good good bread or bad bread. And they give you like an olive oil with the vinegar, and there isn't enough. You dip
it's
the
usually
bread
a
in,
tiny
right?
little
And then
bit.
it's all gone, and
Yeah.
then there's like a whole loaf of bread and no more olive oil.
Yeah.
Like, what's that about? And usually it's bad bread
It usually is.
So
it
you
needs
need-
it needs it. Yeah.
and salt.
Yeah.
No, I don't fuck with that. Like, maybe just drop the bottle of olive oil on the table, and then we can see where it is. It's probably a mix that you got from Cisco.
Oh, burn.
Anyway, I don't fuck with that.
What are you not fucking with, Sam?
Sorry, are we talking about the olive oil on the bread thing, or is this just an open?
No.
This is an
open bitch mic.
Open fest for your hill that you're dying
Yeah.
on.
What do you not fuck with at a restaurant? Really, really burns you.
You go. Give me a second to ruminate. Yeah.
I don't fuck with not getting a menu when you sit down. This has been a thing recently, and I'm not sure why. I think it's maybe steps of service.
Okay.
You sit down.
Oh, you get the water.
You get water.
Do you want tap or
Blah
do you
blah blah.
want-
Right. You get a drink menu. Maybe they want to get you situated with your cocktails first. But I swear to God, the last 2 times this has happened, it was a solid 20-25 minutes before I even saw a food menu. And most places are under table turn times these days, right?
Right.
And
you
it's
have
like
90 minutes to complete your
when
meal.
I sit down, I also I want my brain to immediately start thinking about the meal. And I'm looking around. I'm like, why have we not been given menus?
And often that informs my drink choice.
Absolutely. Exactly.
You need
so
a stronger
I
drink if you're
sometimes
waiting
don't
longer.
want to decide on a drink if I don't know what I'm having. Anyway, I'm just like,
Where's the food menu?
I don't understand why this is
I mean,
happening.
we absolutely Googled it before we came, but I want to see it in my hand.
See, I often do not Google before.
Oh.
I like because I
Ooh,
feel like
living on the edge.
No,
well, I
gotta
feel
know,
like
gotta
sometimes
know.
menus
Yeah.
aren't updated
No,
online.
for sure, but it gives you an idea.
We know 80% of what we're getting, and that's a good start. you
Oh
know?
no, I like to be surprised. I like to kind of go in blind. I mean, I do that with Steak Club all the time. I'm granted the steakhouse
We
menus
get
are
the
pretty much the
thing
same, but
every time.
Probably.
but still. So anyway, that's just been a thing that's been pissing me off lately, and I'm
Drop the
noticing
menu,
this
guys.
as a little bit of a trend. And it's like, just I get the steps of service, but like, can we just drop the menu with the drink menu?
Yeah.
Maybe can we do that? That'd be lovely. Thanks.
Okay.
I'm down with that. Also, it's come to mind because this happens all the fucking time at my place. When you go to someone's restaurant, it's their restaurant. It's not your restaurant. What I mean by that
Go on.
is you don't get to define the experience past what they want for you. So, for instance, when you guys come to my place, we serve the steak frites with chopsticks. You know, that came from a place of
All the
necessity.
food with chopsticks. I love it.
All the food with chopsticks. You know why? We don't have a dishwashing machine. We don't have, you know, people. We can't have people running through a loud nightclub and bar with forks and knives and shit. They turn on a fog machine. You will die. Like, it's not.
It's a safety concern.
Yeah,
I
and-
loved the chopsticks, and they worked for everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, necessity, mother of invention. So, you know,
And
whether
can you
it's
compost those chopsticks? I bet you can.
I mean, let's look into it, you know.
Yeah.
Let's heal the earth and stuff.
Yeah.
But until then,
And not
like,
wash any fucking dishes.
Do people ask you for forks and knives? Do they bitch about that?
constantly. The other day, I had an insane one. This was wild. We brought the steaks out or whatever, and put them down. I'm like, here's your chopsticks, guys. Thanks so much for coming in. Enjoy.
I need a steak knife.
Close.
Keep
This
going.
like little jackass in a tiny leather jacket. He's just like, oh, like I need a fork though. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. You know, here we serve them with chopsticks. We think it's the best way to do the dish. That's what we do here. And he goes, yeah, I'm an American. Where's my fork?
Oh,
Out.
and
straight to jail.
Banished. Banished.
because I try to spread positivity,
Oh, God.
You're
I
better
took-
than us.
I took a very deep breath and I said, sir, that's how we serve the food here. I hope you have a great meal. And then he went on Google and he left a
Of course he
review.
did. Strongly worded.
Insane review implying that the man I had denied the fork to was a military veteran missing one arm. He was not.
That person needs to.
Stolen valor.
He was a leather
And
jacket, Lower East Side transplant
Oh.
with 2 working arms.
Oh, my God.
Two working
Wild.
arms. The lies. Just because you did not present this gentleman, not even a gentleman, this jackass with a fork.
I've
Well,
given
he couldn't. He obviously had no idea how to use the chopstick.
Right? Hey, good time to learn, my
Or just
guy.
use your fingers,
which
dude.
everyone fucking does. They're like, "Oh wow, this is cool. I have a skill now." It's like, "Yeah, man, it's 2 pieces of wood in your hands. You can do this. You know, you got 2 brain
Leave it
cells."
dark in here. No one's gonna judge you.
Yeah.
We make 2 exceptions. If you are physically handicapped or disabled, we will, without question, provide you a fork. Like, there's no question there, you know. And in terms of cooking the steak, past medium rare, which is the only thing we offer, if you're pregnant, I will cook it however much you want. Those are our exceptions. The half other exception, the other night, Paulie from Paulie G's came in. He asked for a fork. I was like, you know what, man? You've done a lot for a lot of people. Here's a fork.
Polly is a friend. He's that man is something.
He-
He's something.
And you know,
merited
I
a
just
fork.
I just spoke with a woman who was at a dinner party with a couple who brought their own chopsticks. So maybe if you're that douchey, you should bring your own fork.
Wow.
Yeah,
Just
I've said
care-
if some, literally last night, my Sue was asking me like, hey, if they brought their own stuff, is that okay? I'm like, you know, if you take it that far, like, fuck it, I don't care.
Right.
But they just extend it in every direction also, where it's like folks will say, you know, like, oh, can I get ketchup for my fries? And I'll politely say, hey, I don't like ketchup. We don't serve ketchup here. We serve curry ketchup. And they'll just like get angry. They'll be like, that's stupid. Why
But
can't
we
I-"
have 17 other sauces here.
Made in house
Made
that are
in-house
all
with
Which
love.
fantastic.
I'll give you to try for free just so you try it.
Right.
And
Yeah.
still people get like personally offended.
Maybe you should carry around your own packets of ketchup.
Wow. People are lame. All
One
right.
time somebody snuck a bottle of ranch in. That was insane.
What?
Yeah.
Did you let it ride?
No, I got physically angry. I was like, what the fuck are you doing right
I
now?
don't know. I kind of respect the.
Get that jarred Hidden Valley
dedication.
Ranch.
The
Hidden
gall
Valley
was
Ranch.
impressive.
Yeah.
But the fact that it actually happened pissed me off.
That's kind of funny.
All right, we got to wrap this up. You ready for a quick round?
Go.
All right, here we go.
Lightning.
Favorite slice of pizza in the city?
These days, are we talking about New York City or the boroughs?
The
boroughs.
The boroughs.
Monos and Johnny's.
If you were not a chef, what would you be?
Film director.
What do you think you cook the best?
Fucking. Next.
Ooh.
What is your
Come back to it. Come back
what
to
is
it.
your kitchen hype song? Gets it going.
9 Inch Nails or Mars Volta.
Ooh.
Anything of those varieties.
Which Nine Inch Nails album?
I've been loving the 9 Inch Noise. Like, that's so freaking sick. And
That'll get you
heavy.
going. We don't believe in this, but guilty pleasure.
I don't really believe it is either, but if we have to categorize it, been loving Jimmy Eat World lately.
Oh, dude, Jimmy Eat World is also a very guilty and not so guilty pleasure of mine. My hype song is actually a praise chorus.
We put that in one of our videos where at the end for like showing the info, we're like crimson
And Clover.
It's
Okay,
awesome.
yeah, it's great. It's
That
fucking
whole
great.
first
Okay,
record just hits.
what's your favorite neighborhood spot?
Where I live,
Yeah.
or there is a little like lunch counter deli thing across the street from my place. It's called Hey Cherokee. It's run by this one older guy. There's like 2 little pizza restaurant booths in there. He speaks little to no English, but I've been going there for years, and I just walk in. I'll just say, hey, can I get my sandwich and her sandwich? And he'll just go, okay. I'll come back 5 minutes later, and depending on the day, the price varies. It just depends how he feels.
But he knows your sandwich.
He knows.
Yeah.
What I'm
He doesn't
getting. He
know how
knows
much
what
it
she's
costs, but
getting.
He knows what you're eating.
It can be anywhere from $9 to $12.50, depending on how he feels.
I love it.
And it always hits. It's greasy. It's pressed. Fucking rocks.
love
Shout out. What would your last meal on earth be?
Probably sushi Nas.
We're going splurgy.
Yeah. Had one of the best meals. Oh no, I'm sorry. What am I talking about? No, I'd go to Bar Nestor.
Oh, in San Sebastian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just there. Man, Bar Nestor. Shit.
Yeah.
Coming soon to the Substack, my whole Spain situation. Anyway, we're coming back to what do you cook the best? There's only one question left after this.
Steak or fried chicken?
I mean, we agree.
Hell yes. Not a bad
Chinese
thing
food. No, fuck it. Chinese food.
Ooh,
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
I really want to put like my real Kung Pao on the menu at the next thing. Like, you know,
We'll eat it.
Sick.
real Kung Pao.
And what is the best thing you have put in your mouth lately?
The duck annulotti at Forsythia. Everyone needs to go to Forsythia. It's some of the best
Yeah.
pasta in the city that
really
everyone's
is.
sleeping on.
And Giuliani Gomez, who is
She
their
will.
beverage director, and House Sam. She was on the pod. We love you, Giuliani.
We
Shout.
ran into
out.
her on the street
We
as she
did.
was. We took her away from the table she was talking to. We were like, okay, she'll be right there.
Yeah, this was like 3 days ago. We're like, hey. Anyway, yes, Forsythia.
It's just
Great
so-
neighborhood. We love that it's in our neighborhood.
Oh, and the pasta
Yeah.
is so good.
you know, we never get to go out to dinner because of, you know, life and baby and stuff. My partner's last birthday, our anniversary, and then recently for this shoot I was doing for a thing, it was the first choice for all of those, and it's just never not fantastic. I was in Rome last year, and I was like, you guys do the Roman pastas better here. Like, it's
And it's just such a cute,
Yeah.
little charming space.
great space.
Yeah. And a great spot to, that bar is so small too, but like a great spot to sit at the bar and just like be cozy with someone.
$20 Amaro tasting for like 3 different fun things to try where they'll actually educate you on it and stuff.
I love it.
Like,
Yeah. So good.
go
Thanks.
to Forsythia.
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
great date night spot.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thank
having
you.
me.
Tell the people where they can
Yeah.
find you. I mean, you have quite the social media, so tell them all that and all the other things.
Yeah. Are we looking at this guy? Or are we looking at
There you go. That
Yeah.
one. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Cool. Come to Lori Jayne. We're open 6 days a week, 5 p.m. to 12 a.m. at 232 Knickerbocker Avenue inside of Danger. Social media stuff. Follow Lori Jayne BK. Separate from that, hire me. Hire me for ads, for sponsorships.
Go for it.
You know, naltrexone. You guys helped me stop drinking. Pay me money to tell other people to stop drinking.
Ooh.
National tourism boards.
Okay. And on that note, us too. Sponsor us. We
Bring the
need
girls.
we need sponsors.
Let's go. Let's take this whole thing on the
Food
road, you know?
sponsors. Food sponsors.
Yeah. I was
Whatever.
gonna give you.
Tourism boards will travel and eat your food.
Graza sent me some mayo to give you guys. I didn't give it to you. Pretend I did. Graza, give us money. Let's go.
This mayonnaise is delicious.
We
Oh.
love. Thank you. No guest has ever helped
no.
us like that at the end. So yeah, we're just sitting here, all 3 of us, begging for your money.
It's real, man.
It's
Yeah,
just-
it's so real.
Bill stuff.
Do you see this gorgeous studio we're in? This shit
It
ain't
ain't free.
free.
Yeah. I built this today before you guys even got here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
We are Put It In My Mouth pod across all social platforms. We've got a Substack. We've got a social media. We have a website. We have really cute merch. It's sick, if I do
We
say
do.
so myself. So
These
support.
cups.
Yeah, the glasses. Show
Yeah.
them to the
Aw,
camera.
look
Look
how
at
cute
those.
that
Those are
is.
so
It's
adorable,
cute.
right? Thanks for being here. Yeah, that water's free.
Oh, no,
Judith, I love
I
you.
love you too.
Sam, I love you.
Yeah,
I
this was
think we're
great.
getting there.
Yeah. So hard. The love, I feel it.
It's really in the room.
Until next time, y'all, go forth. Put it in your mouth. Thank you.
Shrimp cock.
Thank you.
Bye.
Sorry.
When you messaged me and you were like, I'm listening to you talk about shrimp cock right now.
What is, I like it. What, I like it.
Put It in My Mouth podcast is recorded in New York City at WTF Studios and hosted by Lala Zimsky and Judith Basich. It's produced by myself, Lala Zimsky, and entirely self-funded. So if you would like to support or sponsor an episode, please reach out to putitinmymouthpod@gmail.com. We would love to take your money. You can also support us on all socials across the board at putitinmymouthpod. Our intro and outro segments were created by Tyler Milliron. Our theme music was composed by Javier Dunn. Our editor is Saeem Asif. Please leave a review. It means the world to us and helps us get seen. Thanks for listening.